My name is Josh with Trophy Ridge, and we're here today to talk to you about the all-new React Trio sight from Trophy Ridge with React technology. On the Trio, we built off the React One platform to build you a 3-pin movable sight that allow you to shoot from 20 to 120 yards. The React Trio is a 100% toolless, high-precision sight that will work for anyone shooting about 255 feet per second. In order to max out the capability of the React Trio sight and shoot out to 120 yards, you really need to be shooting a bow that shoots between 295 and 330 feet per second. If you're shooting a bow that's shooting above 255 feet per second, you'll still be able to get out to 100 yards with this sight. These are approximate numbers, but are a good rule of thumb based on your setup. The React Trio has an adjustable second axis that I would recommend setting when you initially mount the sight to your bow. To do this, put a level on your bow to get the bow straight up and down. Check your sight. If the bubble is not between the two marks, then loosen the 2 screws on the front of your sight and adjust your second axis until it's centered in the level. Now you're ready to sight in your React Trio. To do that, loosen the gold lockdown knob and run your sight all the way to the top using the gold drive knob. This will set the position for your 20, 30, and 40 yard pins in your housing. When your sight is all the way up, make sure your indicator is pointing at the middle of the top indicator on your sight. If it doesn't line up correctly, loosen the screw holding the pointer and center it on the top indicator. By going through this step, you are going to ensure that your 20, 30, and 40 yard pins are all the way at the top of your sight. Now you have a positive stop that you can quickly run up to without looking if needed. When sighting in the React Trio, it is important that you sight in the 40 yard pin first. The 40 yard pin is the vertical pin in your housing when the sight is run all the way to the top. Use your toolless micro windage and elevation adjustments at the front of the sight to get your 40 yard pin set. Once you have that dialed in, you have to sight in one more distance, which can be 50, 60, 70, or even 100 yards. It can be whatever distance you feel comfortable shooting. I recommend stepping back to the furthest distance that you're confident shooting at. When dialing in your second distance, use only the gold drive knob at the back of the sight. Once you have your second distance dialed in, tighten down your gold lockdown, and you're ready to adjust your React technology indicators. Without touching the gold drive knob, loosen the black lockdown, adjust the master adjustment knob until the React indicator lines up with the gold pointer. Now you have your indicator set for 40 to 120 yards. So if you used 50 yards as your second distance, you'll want to adjust the master adjustment knob until the second indicator in the housing lines up with your gold pointer. If you use 70 yards, you want the fourth indicator to line up with your pointer. Once all your indicators are set, you need to go back and sight in the 2 horizontal pins in your housing. These are the 20 and 30 yard pins, and they need to be sighted in manually by adjusting the pin up and down using the small screw on the side of the housing. Finally, once you have everything dialed in, you can use the sticker kit included to customize your sight. From everyone here at Trophy Ridge, thank you for checking out the React Trio.